So now we'll be discussing about the all 20 amino acids, their three-letter abbreviation, single letter symbol, and the structure of the particular amino acid. And yes, of course, the special group present in the structure. So amino acids are divided into different groups, such as first group is amino acid with aliphatic side chain. So there are total 5 amino acids which contain aliphatic side chain in their structure. So the first amino acid is glycine. Three-letter symbol of glycine is GLY. Single letter symbol of glycine is G. And the structure of glycine would be like this. This thing is common in each and every amino acid, and the side chain is going to make difference. The glycine contains the simplest side chain, which is only hydrogen atom, and there is no special group present in the structure of glycine. Next amino acid is alanine. Three-letter symbol of alanine is ALA. Single letter symbol of alanine is capital A, or you can say the uppercase A. Structure of amino acid alanine would be like this. This thing is common again: a central alpha carbon, hydrogen atom, a carboxyl ion, and amino ion. This would be common in each and every amino acid. So it is written in black. The common thing is written in black, and the side chain makes the difference. Side chain is represented over here in green color. Next amino acid is valine. Three-letter symbol of valine is VAL. Single letter symbol of valine is V, capital V, or you can say the uppercase V, and the side chain contains a branched chain. A special group present in the valine, in the structure of valine, is branched chain. The structure, this thing would be again common in each and every amino acid. This R side chain, which I said earlier, is going to make the difference in each and every amino acid. This side chain, a branched side chain, is present in the structure of valine. Then the third carbon atom, first, second and third carbon atom contain a branched chain, and branches contain alkyl group, or you can say a methyl group, CH3 and CH3. The fourth amino acid is leucine. Three-letter abbreviation of leucine is LEU. Single letter symbol of leucine is capital L or uppercase L, and leucine also contains a branched chain. A special group present in the leucine is a branched chain. The fourth carbon has the branching, and the branches contain 2 CH3 group. If you know the structure of alanine, you can easily write down the structure of valine, leucine, and isoleucine. Next amino acid is isoleucine. Isoleucine's three-letter abbreviation is ILE. Single letter symbol of isoleucine is capital I or uppercase I, and structure of isoleucine is also very simple to learn and remember and understand as well. Third carbon atom has the branching, and here in case of isoleucine, an asymmetrical branch occurs. A branch contains an extra CH2 group. So this thing is again gonna be common. The side chain has the branching, but branch is asymmetrical. This is the special property of isoleucine, that isoleucine have branch chain in their side chain, and the branch is asymmetrical. So now practice with me all these 5 amino acids. Amino acid with aliphatic side chain. first major group of amino acid is amino acid with aliphatic side chain, and first is glycine. Three-letter abbreviation of glycine is GLY. Single letter symbol of glycine is G, and the structure of glycine would be like this: a central alpha carbon. Three things are common: a hydrogen atom, COO negative charge, or non-ionic form would be like this: COOH, and NH3 positive charge is ionic form, non-ionic form would be NH2. And the side chain is going to make the difference. And amino acid glycine have the simplest side chain, which contain only hydrogen atom, and amino acid glycine, that's why, is of lowest molecular weight amino acid. Further, we'll be discussing about the different special characteristics, their molecular weight, their isoelectric point, zwitterion, etc. But in this video, we are going to get ourselves familiar with the amino acid single letter symbol, three letter abbreviation, and special structure present in the side chain or complete structure of amino acid. Next amino acid is alanine. ALANINE. Three-letter abbreviation of alanine is ALA. Single letter symbol of alanine is capital A, and the structure is gonna be like this: a central alpha carbon. Three valencies contain again the same groups, and side chain is going to make the difference. Side chain contain CH3 group. So it is also very simple to remember. Next amino acid is valine. I hope you guys are practicing with me. VAL, capital V is going to be the single letter symbol of valine, and the structure contains a branch chain. If you learn the structure of alanine, you can easily memorize the structure of valine. So the structure of valine is gonna be like this. This CH group have the branching, and branches contain CH3 group, CH3 group, and so that the special group present in the structure of valine is a branched chain, So fourth amino acid is leucine, Leucine. Leucine. Single letter symbol of leucine is LEU. Sorry. Three letter abbreviation of leucine is LEU. Single letter symbol of leucine is capital L, or you can say the uppercase L, and the structure is gonna be like this. Three same things. And there is an extra carbon, and then branching, so that branches occur at the fourth carbon: first, second, third, fourth. The central alpha, or you can say the alpha, beta, gamma carbon contains the branching, and branches have CH3 and CH3 group. Okay, I hope you are learning very quickly. Then fifth amino acid is isoleucine in this group. we are learning about the first group of amino acid, which is amino acid with aliphatic side chain. Isoleucine is the fifth one. The three-letter abbreviation of isoleucine is ILE. Single letter symbol of isoleucine is capital I, and the structure is gonna be like this: a central alpha carbon, hydrogen atom, COO negative ion, NH3 positive charge, and the side chain contains the branching. But the speciality of this branch chain is that isoleucine contains an asymmetric branch. Okay. This is the side chain of isoleucine. I hope you are learning and practicing with me. We'll continue the second major group of amino acid, which is the amino acid contains the side chain of OH group. Amino acid containing hydroxyl group, serine and threonine. There are two amino acids, serine and threonine, which contains the OH group or hydroxyl group in their side chain. So only two amino acids are containing hydroxyl group in their side chain, or you can say the OH containing amino acid. There are two OH containing amino acid. What? Serine and threonine. Serine and threonine are OH containing amino acids. So three-letter symbol of serine is SER. Single letter abbreviation of serine is S, and the structure is very simple. The side chain has only CH2OH group, and if you know the structure of serine, you can easily write down the structure of threonine. So the special group present in the structure of serine is the presence of hydroxyl group. Special group present hydroxyl group. Then the next is threonine. Three-letter abbreviation of threonine is THR. Single letter symbol of threonine is capital T or uppercase T, and this thing as I earlier said that this thing is gonna be common in each and every amino acid. Only side chain is going to make the difference. So what is the side chain of threonine? If you know the structure of serine, then you can easily remember the structure of threonine as well. So the structure of threonine: CH, a OH or hydroxyl group present on this carbon, on the third carbon, and a CH3 group is present on the third carbon as well. So the presence of hydroxyl group is the speciality of serine and threonine. There are only two amino acids which contain the hydroxyl group. So practice with me again. Second major group is amino acids containing hydroxyl group. Second major, last we learned that amino acids containing aliphatic side chain. Second major group is amino acid containing OH group in their side chain. So the sixth amino acid is serine. Three-letter abbreviation of serine is SER. Single letter symbol of serine is S, and the structure is gonna be like this. First, we will write down the common thing: COO negative charge, NH2 positive charge, a hydrogen. This thing is going to be common, and the side chain will contain the CH2OH group. This CH2OH group is the speciality of the serine. Presence of hydroxyl ion is the speciality of serine. and there are only two amino acids which contain the hydroxyl group serine and threonine. And the seventh amino acid is threonine. Three-letter abbreviation of threonine is DHR. Again, the initial three letters are going to be the abbreviative of threonine, and the capital T is the single letter symbol of threonine. And if you remember the structure of serine, you can easily write down the structure of threonine. So the structure of threonine is gonna be like this. The common thing would be, yes, COO negative ion, NH2 positive ion, and a hydrogen group, or you can say hydrogen atom. This is not a group, only single atom present. So the side chain is gonna be like this. If you know the structure of serine, you can easily write down the structure of threonine, a CH3 and a hydroxyl group. This hydroxyl group is the specialty of serine and threonine amino acid. Again, we are moving toward the next major group of amino acid, which is the sulfur containing amino acid. There are two amino acid which contains the sulfur in their side chain. First one is cysteine and second is methionine. Yes, good. Then the cysteine, and there are two forms exist in the biological system of cysteine. First is cysteine or cysteine. There is a little bit difference in the spelling. Cysteine, cysteine, and Cystine, cysteine. So what is the difference between cysteine and cysteine? There is only difference is that cysteine is a dimer of cysteine molecule. When two cysteine molecule get attached each other through the sulfur bond, then they will form the disulfide or dimer of cysteine. So the dimer of cysteine molecule is called as cysteine. This is very common question in different interviews, viva voce, and the MCQs of different entrance examinations. Okay, now come toward the cysteine. Cystine, cysteine. Three-letter abbreviation of cysteine is CYS. Single letter symbol of cysteine is C, and the group contains CH2S. So if you know the structure of serine, then you can easily remember the sulfur containing amino acids structure cysteine CH2S. Here, in place of hydroxyl group, a sulfur group is attached to the side chain. So the side chain of cysteine contains a CH2S group, sulfhydryl group. So the special group present in the structure of cysteine is a presence of sulfhydryl group, CH2S, and the dimer of cysteine makes the cysteine, and the property is presence of disulfide group. And the next amino acid is methionine, which contains the sulfur in its structure. Sulfur containing. So there are only two amino acids which are sulfur containing. First one is cysteine and second one is methionine. Three-letter symbol of methionine is MET. Single letter abbreviation of methionine is M, and the side chain contains CH2, CH2S, CH3. First, second, third, fourth. The fourth carbon contains a sulfur group and a CH3. So the sulfur is here in between these two groups. That's why it is making a thioether group. Thio stands for sulfur. Thio represents the sulfur. So special group present in the structure of methionine is thioether. Fourth carbon contains sulfur, and this sulfur again attached with the CH3 group. So now practice with me. The third major group is amino acid. Containing sulfur or sulfhydryl group in their side chain, or we can say the sulfur containing amino acid. Cysteine. So the eighth amino acid is cysteine. And another is cysteine. Now cysteine is the dimer of cysteine. Three-letter abbreviation of cysteine is CYS. And single letter symbol of cysteine is C, and the structure is gonna be like this. Three valencies contain the same thing, and the side chain is going to make the difference. Side chain contain a CH2S group. If you know the structure of serine, you can easily write down the structure of cysteine. In the structure of cysteine, a sulfhydryl group or a sulfur group is present instead of this hydroxyl group. This is the only difference between the serine and cysteine. Serine, threonine are the OH containing amino acid. Cysteine, methionine are the sulfur containing amino acid. And so what would be the structure of cysteine? Because this is the very common question in most of the MCQs, interviews, viva voce. So when this cysteine molecule gets attached through the sulfur bond, then it forms the dimer of cysteine, and this dimer is known as cysteine, CYS-CYN. Dimer of cysteine is known as cysteine, CYS-CYNE, and the speciality of the cysteine is the disulfide bond. So now what would be the structure of the dimer of this cysteine? Common thing, HCOO negative and H3 positive. Side chain contains CH2S, and the difference is here. Same residue attached to the disulfur bond and form the cysteine. So this is the dimer of cysteine. Cysteine is the dimer of cysteine. Now come on to the structure of methionine. If you know the structure of cysteine, you can easily write down the structure of methionine as well. So ninth amino acid is methionine. Three-letter abbreviation of methionine is MET. Single letter abbreviation or symbol is M, and the structure would be like this. fourth carbon contain thioether group, first, second, third, fourth, a sulfur, and this sulfur is attached to the CH3 group. So the presence of this thioether group is the specialty of the structure of methionine side chain. I hope you all are enjoying learning the structure of amino acids. Okay, the next group would be the acidic amino acids and their amides. So in the next group we will be discussing about the acidic amino acids and their structure. So there are two acidic amino acid, aspartic acid and glutamic acid, and their amides are asparagine and glutamine. Further we will be discussing about the acidic amino acids and their amides.